Welcome to this video about the ProBleu Ocean Curriculum Project. I'm Jess from the schools team at the Ocean Conservation Trust, and I'll be running through what the ProBleu project is, why it might be of benefit to you, and an overview of the funding schedule. So what is ProBleu? Well, bear with me for a brief overview of the background. The project is funded by the European Union, whose aim for the time between now and 2030 is to protect and restore the health of our ocean and waters through research and innovation, citizen engagement, and blue investment. That citizen engagement element is important. The idea is that by creating a society that is ocean literate, which essentially means understands the ocean, we can create a community of people who value the ocean waters, want to protect and restore them, and enjoy them responsibly. Education has a key role in this citizen engagement, and the EU has launched the network of European Blue Schools, bringing together schools which are bringing learning about the ocean or other waters into their curriculum. The EU has now funded ProBleu, which is a collaboration between partners, including us, the OCT, the Ocean Conservation Trust, to support schools to join that network of European Blue Schools. Although it's UK funded, UK schools are eligible to take part. There are a few benefits for schools and educators of joining the network of European Blue Schools and of doing so through ProBleu. Firstly, ProBleu will support with funding pots of up to €10,000, which is currently around £8,500, for you to complete a project which will enable you to join the network. We call this your project because it's a specific set of changes that you've decided that you'll make. The way it works is that you plan your project and complete an application describing what you intend to do over the following year or so. Another benefit is recognition. Membership of the network brings recognition of your efforts through your certification, and you can share that with your community. By becoming a member, you also become part of a community of practice with other environmentally minded educators, where you can share experiences and work collaboratively with that growing network of European colleagues. You'll also have access to teacher resources, activities, and professional development opportunities, organised through the NEBs through the EU for Ocean platform and EU for Ocean members and other European institutions and projects. For example, ProBleu will be launching a repository of free open access teaching resources, something of a one-stop shop for ocean and water literacy. Anyone will be able to access these resources, which were made initially by specialists from the partnership, and over time will grow as more educators share their own resources. I mentioned that you decide on what's included in your project. There are a few examples on the ProBleu website that can help you to spark some ideas about what you might like to include. But we're aware that one of the big barriers to people making large changes to their curriculum can be setup costs. So you can use your grant on a wide variety of activities and you don't have to pay the money back. It can be used on things like equipment. So we're showing a microscope here, and it can be for science equipment like microscopes, water testing kits, safety goggles and wellies, nets for catching invertebrates, that sort of thing. But it can also be for other equipment or materials like art supplies, what you might need to do music or drama. We've had projects that request money for materials for making puppets for a play, for example. It could also be for experiences. We've had a school train some members of staff to deliver snorkeling, and they've purchased wetsuits and snorkel sets. You can pay for training associated with your project or for costs of collaboration or resource development between your staff or with staff at other schools, or also with external organisations like universities, environmental charities, local councils, whatever would be relevant for what you're looking to achieve. If you want to take your students to visit somewhere, the funds can pay for transport and some costs for school trips, field trips, workshops, and other events. You can also pay for external subcontracting. So, for example, if you want specialist talks or workshops, if you want people from other organisations to attend at events and there's a cost associated with that. So for talks, outreach, that sort of thing. And speaking of events, activities designed to involve your local community in event could be paid for. So, for example, an art exhibition or performance that members of your community are invited to. If that sounds good to you, here's some information about the timelines for funding. There are multiple rounds of funding, referred to as calls for applications. We're approaching the third of 4 calls. This call is likely to be opening in early September and open for submissions for between 4 to 6 weeks. You'll find out whether your project has been funded most likely by the end of October. Your project can run up to 11 months from October onwards. If current call dates aren't suitable for you, the 4th round of funding is due to open in March and will have a similar sort of timeline. For updates on these, sign up to our Learning Team email updates or follow us on social media, where we'll be sharing the call opening dates. Thank you for watching this overview of the ProBleu project. Remember that you can check out the ProBleu FAQs for further questions or visit our Ocean Conservation Trust Ocean Curriculum Funding webpage. By signing up to receive newsletters, you'll get regular updates of key dates or changes. We hope that this video has sparked your interest. If so, check out our video about how to apply for ProBleu funding and become part of a network of educators making waves in environmental education.